Here's a guy who does not enjoy life as much as Roger Stone. In fact, he looks really beaten down by life. He looks sort of unhappy. Now, the Greeks said that name is destiny, and maybe Reince Priebus or whatever could never evade his lot in life. But maybe, just maybe, we would have seen a happier Reince if he didn't have to go on Meet the Press and carry water for Donald Trump. Let's take a listen, a watch to Reince Priebus dealing with Chuck Todd's very easy queries about Donald Trump's position on birthright citizenship.
A tough plan that's fair and humane.
Let me ask you about birthright citizenship. It's still on Donald Trump's website. Is he going to call for the end of birthright citizenship?
You're going to have to ask him.
Where's the Republican Party on this? Do you think that should be something that should be the position of the Republican Party?
No, I believe in the interpretation of the Supreme Court on the issue.
So you're comfortable with birthright citizenship?
I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with the Supreme Court rulings on the issue.
And so you think Donald Trump, so your advice to him would be, don't be touching birthright citizenship.
A nominee does not have the, doesn't have to adopt every single position and platform position of the Republican Party. If we're talking about, and what my opinion is on birthright citizenship does not necessarily have to be adopted by a nominee. My exact view of immigration and how it should be pursued does not have to be adopted by a nominee.
All right, but let me ask you this. In the infamous 2013 autopsy, this is what was written in it. If Hispanic Americans perceive that a GOP nominee or candidate does not want them in the United States, i.e. self-deportation, they will not pay attention to our next sentence. Do you think Donald Trump understands this analysis?
I think he understands it completely.
And
I think
is that what this evolution's about?
You know what? I don't know when you say what the evolution is all about. What I think is that Donald Trump understands that with every position that is taken, and as you get closer to the White House, a degree of humanity and decency is part of every decision that needs to be made.
You know what, Chuck? What the hell? What the Christ? I'm doing my level freaking best here, and all you keep doing is badgering me. Look, I don't care if the Puerto Ricans or whatnot. I guess not Puerto Ricans because they're already freaking here. But whatever. They want to come. They want to wash dishes and make a burrito. I don't got a problem with that. This is a hard goddamn job. I genuinely feel bad for that guy. I mean, I also love, like, it really is it's like that old, there's like that old Japanese like story about, you know, the Zen master who always says, who knows? In response, like the kid gets a horse and everybody in the village says, oh, that's great. And then the kid falls off the horse and their legs break and, oh, that's terrible. But then the kid, all the young men in the village get called to war. And then everybody says, oh, it's great. And the point being that the Zen master is the only one who sort of like takes a long view and doesn't go with the emotions of the moment. And I just have to say, like, why did Reince Priebus so badly want to get rid of Michael Steele as head of the Republican Party? Because Michael Steele is chilling. He's collecting checks. He's sitting in TV studios. He's talking shit. Life is great. And Reince Priebus is getting grilled to the point where even I'm not even, and I don't have, it's not the good one. It's not empathy and compassion. Okay. So I don't want to lie, but it is sincere pity, which is lower on the order than empathy and compassion. But I usually don't feel any of these feelings for any of these people. I'm usually fuck them. But Reince Priebus, man, that guy's hurting.
It's fun to watch people. I mean, okay, maybe I shouldn't say fun, but to watch Reince, and when you can really just see in their mind that they're probably thinking like, what if I just resign? Like,
I know.
What if I just
like,
give
what if
up?
What if I just said, you know what, Chuck, I'm not going to the studio today because I'm going to sit in my office and I'm going to drink a fifth of Jim Beam. And then how about I throw myself off the freaking building?
That's what it's gonna be like Trump and Hillary like talking Reince off the building.
Right, don't do it. Everyone loves you. You do a great job. It's fine.
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.